Unveiling the Sumerian legacy, the dawn of civilization. Nestled between the life-giving rivers of Tigris and Euphrates, in the heart of Mesopotamia, lay a cradle of innovation, an ancient civilization that sowed the seeds for human progress as we know it. They were the Sumerians, humanity's first great architects of society, culture, and science. This is their story, the story of how the gears of civilization began to turn under the Sumerian sun, a story of invention, inspiration, and enduring influence. In a fertile land where rivers wove their way through arid plains, the Sumerians carved their destiny. This region, now modern-day Uruk, was often called the Fertile Crescent for its life-sustaining abundance. Here, around 4500 BCE, the Sumerians found a home and planted not just crops, but the roots of civilization. They were not the only people of their time, but their vision was unparalleled. They were the pioneers of a world-changing revolution, the first true city builders, scholars, craftsmen, and lawmakers. It all began with their ingenious creation of cuneiform writing, a profound leap in human expression. Imagine damp clay tablets, streaked with intricate wedge-shaped symbols pressed by a reed stylus. These were more than scribbles. They held the transactions of merchants, the prayers of priests, and the dreams of poets. Writing brought order to chaos, allowing knowledge to be passed across generations. It was the key to recording history itself. Cuneiform, the world's first known written language, marked the start of humanity's intellectual journey. In documentation, it brought precision, making it possible to draft laws and establish governments. It connected communities and forged their understanding of the wider world. As words shaped knowledge, bricks shaped faith. The Sumerians erected monumental ziggurats, immense temple structures that reached toward the heavens. These architectural marvels, built of sun-dried mud bricks, were the heart of every Sumerian city. Each step of these towering temples represented a bridge between earth and sky, a sacred ladder for their gods. Atop the ziggurat, priests performed rituals to honor deities who they believed controlled the forces of nature. The mighty ziggurat of Ur, dedicated to the moon god Nana, stands as a testament to their genius and determination in building massive structures without modern tools. While ziggurats symbolized devotion, the fields teeming with crops reflected survival and mastery. In the cradle of Sumer, innovation turned barren land into a cornucopia. Their ingenious irrigation canals transformed the unpredictable floods of the rivers into dependable nourishment for farmlands. This agricultural revolution not only fed a growing population, but gave rise to bustling city-states like Uruk, Ur, and Lagash. In their controlled prosperity, cities flourished, producing surpluses that fueled trade and cultural exchange. With each harvest and irrigation success, the Sumerians shaped a blueprint that future farming civilizations would follow for millennia. From agricultural fields grew urban centers where life bustled with energy. Imagine the lively streets of Ur, markets brimming with diverse trade goods, workshops alive with artisans molding bronze tools, potters crafting vessels, and merchants haggling over sacks of grain. The Sumerian city-states were more than clusters of buildings. They were intricate hubs of governance, art, innovation, and human ambition. Each city was a marvel of planning, with temple complexes, palaces, marketplaces, and residential quarters protected by towering walls that reflected their forethought and security. In this growing urban world, the Sumerians unlocked the power of numbers. They developed the base 60 numerical system, which continues to influence the way we divide time into 60 seconds and 60 minutes. It wasn't just abstract. Their mathematics revolutionized trade, property division, and the measurement of land and architectural precision. From geometric calculations to advanced accounting methods, their system of numerics reflected a desire to structure and simplify the chaos around them. It paved the way for future civilizations who built upon Sumer's numerical foundation. Not just masters of numbers on Earth, the Sumerians had their eyes on the heavens. They mapped the celestial bodies and noted the movements of stars and planets with incredible precision. This laid the framework for astronomy. They categorized and studied constellations, and their observations informed the creation of calendars vital for agriculture and religious ceremonies. The Sumerians' ability to track time and understand celestial patterns bridged time and space, ensuring that their influence extended far beyond the present. As cities grew and life became increasingly complex, laws became essential. The Code of Ur-Nammu, one of the oldest written law codes, emerges from this need. This groundbreaking legal structure established principles for justice, regulating crime, trade, marriage, and property rights. "We must protect the weak from the strong," the code seemed to declare, a revolutionary idea for its time. It ensured fairness in a rapidly advancing society and marked Sumerian governance as both practical and ethical. This early testament to justice would become the foundation for later civilizations, including the famous Code of Hammurabi. In their momentous strides, the Sumerians never lost their reverence for storytelling and beauty. Their mythologies gave us the world's oldest known written epic, the Epic of Gilgamesh. The tales of Gilgamesh, the powerful king of Uruk seeking immortality, offer a glimpse of the Sumerians' profound humanity, themes of friendship, loss, and the eternal quest for purpose. Their artistic expressions weren't limited to literature. Carved statues, intricate jewelry, and pottery enriched their cities, reflecting a cultured society that valued aesthetics and symbolism. Countless seal carvings depicted the gods and everyday life, preserving snapshots of their reality and aspirations. Despite their towering achievements, Sumer was equally defined by the ordinary lives of its citizens. Farmers, merchants, scribes, and artisans shaped their society. Life in Sumer revolved around the rhythms of agriculture, worship, and trade. In this ancient world, gender roles were deeply rooted. Women were entrusted with brewing, textile production, and managing households, while men predominantly took on roles in governance, construction, and warfare. Despite the clear division of roles, both men and women contributed to a thriving civilization united in purpose. Education in Sumer flourished as scribal schools were established to train the next generation of record keepers and administrators. Learning to read and write Cuneiform was a privilege that demanded discipline and commitment. These scribes became the backbone of administration, preserving knowledge for future civilizations to inherit. Beyond words and numbers, the Sumerians laid the foundation for early scientific discovery. They created medical texts laden with remedies and detailed surgical procedures. Their advancements in metallurgy and craftsmanship demonstrated an intuitive understanding of materials rarely seen in such ancient times. The marketplace of Sumer connected this civilization to regions far and wide. Through elaborate trade networks stretching as far as the Indus Valley and the Arabian Peninsula, Sumer became a dynamic link for exchanging goods, ideas, and cultures. Their exported surplus and acquired exotic goods enriched their society, blending innovation and diversity into their DNA. But time, like water, eventually wears down even the most resilient monuments of progress. By 2000 BCE, the Sumerians faced challenges. Invasions by neighboring peoples like the Akkadians and Amorites, alongside environmental changes, contributed to their decline. Yet their influence endured, adopted and adapted by their successors, leading to the rise of civilizations like Babylon and Assyria. For centuries, Sumer's grand achievements lay under layers of forgotten earth, until 19th century archaeologists uncovered treasures that revived their story. The ruins of Ur and the cuneiform tablets, hidden for millennia, became voices speaking to the modern world, a gentle whisper from the dawn of history. Sumer's legacy endures in the DNA of human innovation. They showed us how to build cities, govern them with laws, and preserve knowledge through writing. They taught us to gaze at the skies and ask questions about our place in the universe. They were humanity's first innovators, their legacy threading through the tapestry of history, whispering timeless lessons to those who follow. Sumer was never just a civilization. It was a story, one of triumph, invention, and humanity's quest to understand, shape, and thrive in the world, a story that continues to inspire, challenge, and define us today. And as we end our journey, remember that the story of the Sumerians is the story of all of us, the first chapter in the remarkable saga of humanity.